Good Thursday to you. We've some terrific stories for you today on Ag AM in Kansas. Here's what's coming up.
Today, Brian Holman is at the Spring Livestock Show. First, he visits with Leroy, the Shawnee County Ag Extension Agent, and gets an update on the condition of agriculture in the county. Next, he talks with Aaron and Alexa, two high school students who are at the show with their cattle. Finally, he and Candace visit about the wide variety of projects offered by 4-H and about the new special interest club option that just opened up. Closed captioning brought to you by Kansas Soybean Commission, the Soybean Checkoff Progress, powered by Kansas farmers. This segment is brought to you by Brown Chevrolet Buick in Wamego, just a short drive down the Yellow Brick Road.
Thanks for staying with us. We're at the Spring Show here in Shawnee County, Spring Livestock Show here in Shawnee County, and we're joined by Leroy. It's good to see you.
Good to see you, Brian.
We get to spend time with you every spring and a couple of times throughout the year, so it's always nice to catch up with you.
Yep.
Weather has played a big part in agriculture in the last couple of years, and this year's probably no different. Has it cut your participation in livestock showing with the drought and everything else that's going on?
Sure it has, because numbers, people have cut down on them, and feed cost, of course, is sky high, and so it makes it more difficult for our youth to go buy grain and hay and those type things, and so some of them just aren't participating as much in it as what years past.
Well, here in Northeast Kansas, we haven't been hit as hard as other parts of the state, but it still makes your job difficult as the Ag Extension Agent here in Shawnee County. What are some of the things you're having to talk to people about now?
Well, several things. First of all, it's cooler than normal, and so things aren't growing normal. Last year at this time, the grass looked great, and it was big and tall, and this year the native grass has barely started going because it's too cool. But at the same time, it's been good because it's been wet compared to last year, because last year it shut off May 1, and you can see what it's doing out there today even, still raining. On there. So, and then some freeze damage. We're getting some freeze damage with wheat. Not too much here in our area, but you go south and west, you were getting some.
And I know most of the guys who are corn guys or bean guys still, some of them haven't even gotten in the field. Most of them haven't even gotten in the fields yet.
A lot of them haven't. Along the Kaw River, where we got a little more sandy, I talked to a farmer yesterday, said he got about 300 acres of corn in, but he's got a lot left to go, and there's a lot of other parts of the county where they couldn't get into the fields.
What does that do to them as we go into fall? I mean, later planting sometimes helps, sometimes hurts.
It could be either, but traditionally, usually the production goes down the later you get, and we're getting borderline where it's going to start going down. And another problem we have is it kind of stacks everything, so soybeans are going to be a little later because they don't have the corn in, and just kind of one after another thing, and then hay's a little later. So,
looking at ponds throughout Northeast Kansas, or at least in Shawnee County, the county that you're the Ag Extension Agent in, ponds are getting full. Looks like they're starting to fill back up.
In a lot of places, any pond that has a lot of runoff is pretty well full. But there are places where they aren't full, and we got lakes that are way down yet too, because of course most of the ponds have to fill in order to get runoff to go to the lake, and so you look at Lake Shawnee and some of them around here, they got a ways to go yet to get filled.
Leroy, I know you like to spend a lot of time with kids. That's I'm sure an enjoyable part of your job.
Yes, it is very enjoyable. It's fun to watch the kids grow. At the same time, I like working with the farmers too, because they really need help and need quite a bit of, especially with the challenges they've had the last year or two with the drought, and now it's wet and cool, so it's been a combination.
What's coming up this summer here in Shawnee County?
Well, we always have crop tours, and we'll have some, we got a good test plot that we'll be putting in hopefully in the next week or two, and watch it grow, and then we'll just work at helping farmers with different tours. There's several around in the surrounding counties that will do, whether it's crop or livestock tours.
Perfect. It's good to catch up with you.
Thank you, Brian.
This segment is brought to you by Tarwater Farm and Home. Come on by, we'll treat you like family.
Get ready for the Kicker Country Stampede presented by Verizon Wireless, starring Jason Aldean, Trace Adkins. 4 days of camping and country music at Country Stampede, Little Big Town. The Crystal Annie's featuring Ashley Monroe, Miranda Lambert, and Angelina Presley. Country Stampede. Take advantage of our current pricing. Advanced pricing for a 4-day ticket is $135. Prices go up June 26. More info at countrystampede.com.
This hog is head over hoof for meal made from U.S. soybeans. Now, one hog isn't that impressive, but suppose we add another, and another, and another. Before long, you've got billions of hungry customers around the world all clamoring for the same thing. Our soybeans. Learn more about the billion-dollar appetite of animal agriculture at BeyondTheElevator.com. Brought to you by America's soybean farmers and their checkoff.
Tar Waters has what you need for all seasons for around the farm and home. Working, hunting, growing, feeding, snow removal, even fun for the kids. And a service department with experienced techs to help keep your equipment in top running condition. Tar Waters has a huge selection and the best prices. Tar Water Farm and Home, family owned and operated since 1978. They have what you need.
Dr. Dan here. Whether I'm driving up and down the roads covering the state of Kansas or I'm getting between Riley and Manhattan for my job, I'm driving a Ford truck. I'd like you to come out and visit my friends here at Dick Edwards Ford. They have a truck that'll suit your needs, whether you're looking for power with a Power Stroke diesel or if you're looking for fuel efficiency with the new EcoBoost engine, they got a truck that's just right for you. They're located 2 miles east of the Town Center Mall in Manhattan, Kansas, and they'll bend over backwards to help you. And I'll see you.
This segment is brought to you by Roy Fry Western Lifestyles, dressing Northeast Kansas their Western best for almost 60 years.
Good morning, welcome back to the show. We're at the spring/late winter show here in Shawnee County. And we're joined by Aaron Bayless. Thank you for joining us this morning.
Thank you.
It is a little different weather than it was last year.
Yeah.
And I think last year was probably 90 degrees or something like that.
Yeah, I think I was wearing shorts.
Yeah, I was wearing shorts also, so it's a little bit different this year. First of all, again, thanks for being on the show.
Thank you.
You have a couple of heifers you're showing in the
I have a steer.
You have a steer, excuse me. I didn't mean to
It's okay.
make him feel bad about himself or anything.
He's fine.
Okay.
He's fine.
This time of the year is a little different, being the weather that we've had, how you kind of get to spend time with them, or?
Yeah, it makes it a lot more difficult because they're not used to the weather change. I mean, it's kind of flip-flop back and forth, so their attitudes aren't very nice. It's very cold, and so, I mean, you gotta wear gloves, and it gets in the way, and yeah, it's a little difficult in the winter.
Now, each year you get a new steer or a new heifer, and you kind of have to start all over again. How difficult is that?
At first, it's not that difficult. It's all about working with them every day and just trying to get to know them, and they get to know you, and just getting familiar.
What do you like about showing steers, heifers?
My biggest thing is I like being able to walk out of the show ring and feel proud of myself because that's my accomplishment. So.
And Washburn Rural, you're part of the FFA program out there.
Yep.
And a lot of people, at least in the Shawnee County area, understand rural is kind of more of a sports-driven school,
Yeah.
some other things going on. So how difficult is it to participate in FFA? Is it a big chapter?
We have about 17 kids right now, plus our advisor. It's kind of difficult to get everybody going, and of course football, and then wrestling, and then of course softball. So I mean, it is kind of difficult, but I think we stick together pretty well for our FFA.
And a show like this, you get lots of kids in the area coming around, and you get to build those relationships with those young people. And then you go on to much bigger shows. How difficult is it to beat someone in the ring?
Pretty difficult. I buy my cattle, so I mean, it's a little more difficult because you got other people who they're taught a different way than I am, so it's all about just learning.
Yeah, and your cousin who's been on the show a couple of times,
Yep.
she's also showing with you. Do you guys have fun doing it together? Is it a family affair?
Yeah, we have a lot of fun. We're really ornery with each other, and I mean, we have a lot of fun.
What's your favorite part about being out here? Winning?
No, my favorite part is being able to spend time out here and get to know everybody else, and then just spend time with my steer, excuse me. I usually take my heifer.
I did it too. What other projects do you do in 4-H, or is this the only thing?
I do 4-H and FFA, and well, I'm secretary of the FFA at Washburn, so basically, well, next year we're going to dairy judge, so that's going to be a little difficult, and we just went to livestock, and we actually have state livestock on Tuesday, so. And then poultry, We did a little bit of that, and then in 4-H cooking, and I used to do pigs, but not this year.
Yeah.
So.
It's a different jump from a pig to a steer.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I always like calves a lot better.
Right.
A lot more easier to maintain.
Yeah, you get to pull them around.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Well, thank you for your time. You did a great job. Good luck this weekend.
You too.
Ag AM in Kansas is brought to you in part by Kansas Pork Association, assisting producers and informing consumers.
We started using Multimin about 4 years ago. We started out first in our own cow herd and our own replacement heifer program just to see how it worked, experiment with it. We don't like to put a new product out there with our clients unless we've tried it ourselves or there's a lot of data behind it that we like. We had really good results with it our first year, really are happy with the way things worked. So we decided to start using our clients, and we have been now for 3 years, and I would say 90 to 95% of our clients use Multimin.
Get ready for the Kicker Country Stampede presented by Verizon Wireless, starring Jason Aldean, Trace Adkins. 4 days of camping and country music at Country Stampede, Little Big Town. The Pistol Annies featuring Ashley Monroe, Miranda Lambert, and Angelina Presley. Country Stampede. Take advantage of our current pricing. Advanced pricing for a 4-day ticket is $135. Prices go up June 26. More info at countrystampede.com.
Valley Vet Supply is devoted to providing information and professional quality products at reasonable prices.
Valley Vet Supply.
This is Agriculture Today from Kansas State University. Well, short pasture growth early on in this grazing season may have heightened the chances that cattle have ingested parasitic worm larvae, which then become internal worm activity that interferes with animal performance. That's why K-State's Larry Hollis is advising producers to be ready with a second deworming treatment midway through the pasture season.
When they check them, they can tell if they've already picked up worm burdens because they'll be passing eggs in their manure. If they are, and it looks like you're going to be able to hold these cattle till fall to wean them and sell them, then it will pay huge dividends to go ahead and bring them back up in the middle of the summer and worm them again.
This is K-State Research and Extension.
Roy Fry Western Lifestyles brings the cowboy or cowgirl out in all of us. With a huge selection of must-have items, it doesn't matter if you're shopping for your horse, picking up some Western accessories to add that rustic charm to your home, or simply treating yourself. The knowledge and expertise to dress you your Western best is right here at Roy Fry Western Lifestyles, Highway 24 and Kansas Avenue in Topeka.
Soil is the life of a farm, and for 25 years, SureCrop Liquid Crop Nutrition has helped growers produce abundant quality crops while preserving and improving the soils they steward. SureCrop offers complete soil and plant analysis with cropping recommendations, delivery direct to your on-farm storage, and quality crop nutrition custom blended for your field. Choose SureCrop for the assurance of excellence for your soil. Call today or visit their website for more information.
American innovation is being driven in places you might not expect by people like Brent Hayek, an Oklahoma family farmer, who recently set a world land speed record in a Ford Super Duty pickup truck powered by renewable B20 biodiesel. Advanced performance is here, now, putting America on the fast track to more jobs and energy independence. Biodiesel, America's advanced biofuel.
Ag AM in Kansas is brought to you in part by Premier Farm and Home. Stop by or visit us at haycow.com.
This morning we're at the spring show here in Shawnee County, Spring Livestock Show, and we're joined by Lexi Tenpenny. Lexi was on the show, I guess, a couple years ago. Thanks for coming back on.
No problem.
Weird weather.
Yeah, it's a little wet outside.
Yeah. How difficult does it make you to get ready for a show when we've had wet weather, snow, heat, and then snow again, wet again? I mean, how difficult is it to get ready for a show?
Well, it's kind of hard to walk your heifer and get ready for showmanship when you have a small barn, because you always have to worry about getting holes in the grass and everything, and then the whole driveway is just a muddy pit. So I don't know, it's kind of difficult, but you learn to work with it.
Yeah, 2 heifers here this week?
I have a heifer and a steer.
A heifer and a steer. That's the second time I've done that. called a steer a heifer a couple of times. What do you enjoy about coming to this show?
I like it because this is where I have my county show, so I think it's just good for all of us county kids to come and support our own spring beef show.
Spending time with other kids in the county, difficult to kind of walk in the ring and beat them, or?
Oh, that's always the fun part.
How long, I asked this to your cousin earlier, you get new heifers or new steers every year.
Yep.
So it's kind of like starting all over from scratch
Yeah,
again.
it's kind of a clean slate, and if you get a troubled one, you're always like, dang, I wish it worked like the one like last year, but.
How much time do you put into it, I mean, on a daily basis?
During the school week, I try and get, at least a couple hours in during the school week, but during the summer, I'm there by 6:30 every morning because I go to the national show and I have to get them ready for that. So I'll spend at least 5 or 6 hours a day, every day during the summer.
Now, do you guys farm, or is this kind of just your 4-H and FFA
We do
projects?
cattle. We have about 30 head of limousine cattle.
And then participate in 4-H also, or just FFA? Or
4-H.
4-H?
Yep.
Any other projects you do throughout the year?
I also show pigs.
Okay. Now that will be tomorrow.
Yep. I'm debating if I'm going to show my gilt or not here, but
Yeah.
it's a possibility.
So, getting ready for the spring show, which is in July, I think. Is that right?
Yep.
Okay. What do you have to do to get ready for that show?
Well, the clipping part is probably the most longed out process, and I'll spend about 2 to 3 hours on every single head of cattle we take. And then, I wash them every single day, and I just walk them around a whole bunch, get them ready for showmanship.
Washing is a extremely important part. I saw you earlier over in kind of the washing bays. It's kind of like a car wash here.
Yeah.
Everybody pulls in and washes their steers or heifers. That's got to be difficult on a daily basis, or you're just trying to get your steer and heifer ready for that.
A lot of it's just working with the hair. Like whenever you have to dry them, you don't just kind of make a whole bunch of zigzags in their hair. You have to dry it all forwards. That way it all looks nice and ready.
And paint their hooves and.
Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah. And showmanship is a big part of it.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, good luck to you. I hope you
Thanks.
do well. It's good to see you again.
Good to see you too.
Ag AM in Kansas is brought to you in part by Kansas Pork Association, assisting producers and informing consumers.
The Kansas State University College of Veterinary Medicine is a leader in food animal research and education. Our researchers are constantly expanding the knowledge of animal health and food safety. Through the Veterinary Health Center and the Kansas State Veterinary Diagnostic Lab, we provide practical services for animal producers. Home of the Beef Cattle Institute, the college is committed to animal welfare training and research. The Kansas State University College of Veterinary Medicine, knowledge and service for the future of animal production. Dr. Dan here. Whether I'm driving up and down the roads covering the state of Kansas, or I'm getting between Riley and Manhattan for my job, I'm driving a Ford truck. I'd like you to come out and visit my friends here at Dick Edwards Ford. They have a truck that'll suit your needs, whether you're looking for power with a Power Stroke diesel, or if you're looking for fuel efficiency with the new EcoBoost engine, they got a truck that's just right for you. They're located 2 miles east of the Town Center Mall in Manhattan, Kansas, and they'll bend over backwards to help you. And I'll see you down the road.
Valley Vet Supply is devoted to providing information and professional quality products at reasonable prices.
Valley Vet Supply.
Now another gardening tip with Annette Jackson.
If you don't have a garden, you can still enjoy fresh vegetables by growing them in containers. Let Jackson's help you select the correct plants for your pots. Use Fertilome's Ultimate Potting Mix. Place pots in the sun and feed them weekly with Fertilome's water-soluble fertilizer. Water thoroughly when dry and watch your garden grow.
Our annual Mix or Match flat sale is underway. Plant 48 homegrown annuals for just $18.99. Save 35%.
Golf Week calls it the best course you can play in Kansas. But once you play, you'll want to stay. Go for it. Firekeeper Golf Course at Prairie Band Casino and Resort is just north of Topeka off Highway 75. Our stay and play package is worth the trip. Luxury hotel room, green fees, and golf cart for two, starting at just $169.
Prairie Band Casino and Resort. Go for it.
Purple Wave is a proud supporter of the Kansas FFA through the Bid for Blue program. Purple Wave donates a portion of the proceeds earned on certain ag assets to the Kansas FFA. Winning bidders can designate a Kansas chapter to receive the donation. To date, Purple Wave is proud to have donated over $10,000. Visit purplewave.com to learn more and to place bids on Bid for Blue assets. Purple Wave Auction. Straight, simple, sold.
This is the fast track to more jobs and America's energy independence. Advanced performance is here now. Biodiesel, America's advanced biofuel.
This segment is brought to you by Santa Fe Trail Meats in Overbrook. Stop by or visit us at sftmeats.com.
Good morning, and thanks for staying with us through the commercial break. Candace, thanks for joining us.
No problem.
Candace is the new 4-H extension agent.
Yes, in Shawnee County.
In Shawnee County. Tell us about 4-H in Shawnee County.
Well, we have 11 clubs here in Shawnee County. Having Topeka in our county, we have some urban clubs in the city, and then we have some rural clubs out in our smaller towns and in the country.
Participation good here in the county?
Participation is going up. We've had a really good turnout on our county events and our shows, so we're really excited about that.
And we tell everybody all the time, 4-H is not just for livestock.
No, it is not. We have projects from photography to technology. We have cooking, and we have dogs, pets, and then our large livestock breeds.
What are some of the things that you're doing to help grow 4-H here in the county?
One exciting thing that the state of Kansas is trying is a special interest clubs where kids can participate in 4-H in a smaller time frame, 6 to 8 weeks, and they are full-fledged 4-H members. We don't actually have one of those officially started yet, but we're looking to this summer.
Now, what would happen in a 6 to 8 week time period?
We would focus on one project. And so the one that we are looking to start this summer is container gardening. So they would follow the horticulture pieces that we have and do container gardens, and hopefully by the end of 6 to 8 weeks, they have something they can eat.
And share with everybody else.
Exactly.
Now, we come to a livestock show like we are here today. That's a big part of 4-H also.
It is. That is 4-H's roots, is the livestock and the rural kids. But we are for city kids too. But we enjoy these shows. We enjoy these kids that do these projects. And we love watching them come in with bucket calves, 7 years old, and then seniors in high school doing steers. We like to watch the development of those kids growing and learning.
Now, there's a lot of things that go on. Towards the end of the school year, you bring a lot of elementary school kids in and you kind of do a tour of the farm in one day.
We do. That is coordinated through all 6 of the agents in our office. We see about 1,000 second graders in one day, and we relate farming to pizza. And we show them that even if they don't know about animals and agriculture, they are eating it every day.
And that's a really special event. I've got to come out and spend some time a couple times doing that. As we're going into the summer months, you guys get very, very busy.
We do, and it all kind of kicks off with this event, and then we have state events like Discovery Days, where we take kids up to K-State and they get kind of a college experience, do classes, hang out with friends from all across the state. Then we start summer camps, and then it's all getting ready for the county fair.
Someone's watching the show this morning, wants some information about Shawnee County 4-H. Where should they go?
They can go to the Shawnee County Extension website, which is shawnee.ksu.edu, or they can Google Join Kansas 4-H, put in their address, and it'll bounce them right to my email.
Perfect. It's nice to meet you.
It was
Congratulations
nice to meet you too.
Closed captioning brought to you by Kansas Soybean Commission. The Soybean Checkoff. Progress. Powered by Kansas farmers.
We'll have plenty more for you tomorrow here on Ag AM in Kansas. We're here every weekday, same time, same station. Or look for us on the web at agaminkansas.com. Eric Atkinson here for K-State Research and Extension.